Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great small Class C value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, it's been a couple of years since I've had one with this floor plan. And for those of you who watch my videos, you know we go through hundreds of these things a year. This is a 2004 Jayco Greyhawk, model number 26SS. Only 26 foot long. It's got a big super slide. It's a basement model with full outside storage, but what's really unusual about it, it's a rear bathroom model. Folks, this unit's got 35,000 miles. That's it. Built on an E450 Super Duty chassis. Folks, this motorhome isn't much longer than a standard four-door F-150 pickup truck, but it's got tons of room. Really nice basement model. You got a lot of outside storage. You've got a 6.8 liter Triton V-10 with 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. You got a 4 kW generator that's running right now with 233 hours. Tires look great. This is a nice little motorhome, folks, and 26 foot is such an easy drive to size and park. If you can drive a full-size pickup truck, you can drive this one without any problem whatsoever. Got the Alumiguard patio awning, all fiberglass exterior, tow package on the back, and with that big V10 you can tow pretty much whatever you want to. Got a super slide out. Folks, let me tell you something about Jayco. Jayco is the largest independently owned RV manufacturer in the world. They're not publicly traded. They've been in business for over 50 years. Over 80% of their workforce are either Amish or Mennonite, and I've been to their factory tour up in Middlebury, Indiana. If you ever up that way and you get a chance, it's a free tour. Really open your eyes up about Jayco. I mean, this is a great manufacturer, folks. A lot of people don't know this, but even as big as Jayco is, and they've got a huge facility up there, they're still small enough that you can call and talk to one of the owners without an appointment. I mean, folks, I don't know about you, but that's very impressive to me. But really neat old world craftsmanship, but you've got the newer world technology as well. So, you know, somebody wanting a nice Class C, wants something that's going to last you a long time. Well, this one with 35,000 miles and a brand like Jayco, can't really go wrong, folks. There's no delamination. The outside looks great. Look at the striping and finish. I mean, this is a 12-year-old motorhome, believe it or not. 12 years old, and it looks this good. You know, the back's not beat up. It's got a backup camera system. Got the mud or the gravel guards on the back. That full basement storage is great, because that's one thing these smaller Class C's kind of lack, is outside storage. But with this basement model, that eliminates that problem because the floor sits up taller. Plus, this is a Four Seasons motorhome. It's got an outside entertainment center. You got a place to listen to some tunes underneath your awning. Power step. Let's take a look inside. Now, folks, as we step inside here, I'm going to tell you, this is a clean motorhome. And I don't know what it's going to look like on film, but it looks great in person. And that particular floor plan, folks, is very, very hard to find. Here in the front, you've got ice cold dash air. And that there says a lot, because, folks, I've got a 2008 model that I paid 3 times this amount for. And my dash air never has worked. Of course, you know, dash air in a big motorhome is kind of pointless, because it's like trying to take a 500-degree oven and cool it off with a single ice cube. It's not going to happen. But on one this size, you can actually keep it pretty well comfortable with just the dash air as far as your passengers. Now, if somebody's in the very back, it might get a little warm when it's 90+ degrees outside. But for anybody riding up here on the sofa or the chair or the table booth, you can keep it pretty comfortable in here. And that way you don't have to run your generator and run your roof air. Now, with these bigger RVs, you pretty much, it's a gimme. You have to run the generator anytime you're running down the road if you want air. But one like this, folks, that's a neat feature to have. So it's got the backup camera, the monitor's built into the visor, it's got the factory CD player, the air's ice cold, tilt, cruise, power windows, power locks, leather chairs that look great, heated power mirrors, the glass is perfect, there's no chips or rock marks or cracks or anything like that. You've got a queen bed in the cab over. You've got, of course, surround sound, DVD stereo. You know, they didn't cheap out and just put a cheap vent fan. They actually put a fantastic vent fan right here. So you got a queen bed up here. Of course, you've got your chair, TV, it comes on. You got a DVD player. Roof air's ducted, it's ice cold. I've got it running right now. You've actually got a queen size sleeper sofa, so you can either use a sofa or your cab over as your main bed. And then you got a full bed in the table booth. So you can sleep up to 6 people in this little motorhome. And really neat, folks, because this is something unlike a camper van that you can spend time in and not get cramped. You know, that's the thing, like that little van next to us. Yeah, it looks great in person, but when you try to stay a month in one of them, you're going to see vans like that parked at hotel rooms. This one right here, you're not, because this is something you can stay in for a long period of time, be comfortable in, even if it's 2 or 3 people. And what's neat about it, it's not hardly any harder to drive than one of those small Class B vans, and definitely a lot more comfortable. But folks, you've got bigger tanks in this one over a Class B. You've actually got a real oven, a microwave, stove top. You've got a 2-way RV refrigerator freezer, an actual size that you can do something with instead of those little 1-door models like in those vans. You've got, like I said, the table booth makes a bed. Queen size sofa. These are all Amish built cabinets, and you can really tell the craftsmanship in this RV. I mean, I know it's really hard to tell from looking at the video, but when you actually put your hands on it and you can see how solid everything's built, you can tell this isn't just something put together with prefab parts. This is actually something that somebody took some pride in when they built it. And that's Jayco, folks. I mean, they've got one of the highest quality reputations of any other manufacturer out there. Got the sound deadening material in the headliner. Helps insulate the RV. I mean, that air's cold, because it is hot today, folks. And I'm going to tell you, that's you turn that dash air and that roof air on, it cools off pretty quickly. Really nice kitchen area. Everything in here is original. The original carpet, the linoleum, everything looks great. The upholstery looks great. You know, I'm not trying to hide anything with these pillows, like tears or stains or anything like that. Got seat belts, and you can see everything. Everything looks good. I don't do petty stuff like that, folks. Believe me, that stuff, people who do stuff like that, you know, what goes around comes around, and that's just one of those things I don't believe in. It's got the solar battery charger, which it works. I'm not really up to date on all that, since I always just run the generator, but you know, it does have a solar battery charger to keep your batteries hot. Microwave, we're going to make sure everything works. See, folks, when you buy an RV from us, we go through a very extensive checkout sheet that we complete after purchase, and it's huge. Covers the major systems, covers just about everything you can think of. And I always recommend everybody, before you make an offer on eBay or before you buy off one of the other many websites that we use, call ahead. First of all, you want to make sure it's available, because the way we sell our RVs, just because it's posted online doesn't mean it doesn't have a deposit on it. But you want to, if you call ahead, go ahead and get your salesperson, and they are non-commissioned, so you don't have to worry about sales pressure. Get them to go ahead and send you a copy of our checkout sheet so you can see how thoroughly we check these RVs out. They're more than happy to email or fax you a copy of it. And I highly recommend everybody to do it, because here's the thing. You call any other dealers and ask for a copy of their checkout sheet and what they check out on used RVs. Well, a lot of them don't even check out used RVs. The ones that do, I promise you, folks, it's not half what we check out. Well, ours is over 100-point inspection, so it's going to pass that inspection. If we, of course, we find anything wrong with it or anything on that list that this doesn't pass, we fix it, repair it until it passes. So this way, when you pick it up, you're not going to have any issues with it. It's going to be great. We're going to give you a full demonstration by one of my RV technicians, give you a starter kit, and drive it anywhere you want to right off the lot. Folks, here's what I really love about this right here, folks. This is a 26-foot motorhome, which is pretty small when it comes to a Class C. But look at the size of this bathroom. Folks, I've got a 38-foot Class A with 3 slides, and mine is nowhere near this big in the bathroom area. But this has got a huge bathroom, glassed-in shower. Now, you can look around the skylight. There's no water stains, no marks, anything like that. No mold or mildew issues. Private water closet. Got a different medicine cabinet in here, and you got another fantastic vent fan. I mean, this is a high-end unit, folks. Got a big closet in here. Of course, this right here is perfect for all your hanging needs. You got a solid sliding pocket door for maximum privacy in the bathroom. Really, really neat, folks. I mean, this is a nice motor home. It's going to sell quick. Everybody wants these small Class C's, and they're just about impossible to find, especially with a slide. I promise you, folks, you drive this thing and you can't hardly tell the difference between this and one of those Class B camper vans, except you can surely tell when you get out and you're comfortable and not have cabin fever like you do with the little bitty ones. $29.9, folks. That's way under NADA book value. You know, you can pull it up yourself. I think base book was over 30 when you add for the mileage, and that's not counting the options. So it's way under book. Really nice, really clean. It's going to go through that extensive RV checkout that's included with the price. We're not like other dealers, folks. We don't start tacking on fees after fees after fees like other dealers do. Most RV dealers add almost 10% of the price in extra fees to the bottom line. In other words, folks, $30,000, they're going to hit you up with close to $3,000 in dock fees, prep fees, tag and title fees, temp tag fees, processing fees. Lord, folks, they got all kinds of names for them, and every year they come up with different ways to do it, but they're all rip-off fees. It's a scam that these RV dealers started doing. They got it from the car dealers a few years ago as a way to make people pay more for their RVs that they're buying, and they realize it by charging them these extra fees. All those fees are 100% dealer profit. They're all 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or even a brand new RV, and this thing's about $80,000 new, folks. So don't fall victim to that fee scam. We don't believe in it. You know, we've been doing business for almost half a century. We're a third generation family owned and operated used RV dealership, one of the oldest and most successful in the United States. You know, we sell over 500 plus used RVs a year, all over the country, all over Canada. We've sent them overseas to England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands, and other countries. We've shipped them overseas. We've actually shipped more than one overseas to Hawaii. We've sent several to Alaska. We've sent over 2,000 all over Canada. Folks, you don't sell that many RVs a year from people that far away unless you got the best prices on the internet. And I've proven that time and time again. You cannot beat the Parkway price. No way, no how. Not for what you're buying, not for the service that you're getting. You know, we're going to go through that inspection. Call ahead, get a copy of it. You're going to see what I mean. You won't believe the inspection. I guarantee you, if you owned an RV dealership, you wouldn't go through an extensive inspection like we do when you sold one. But folks, you know, we've been in business a long time, 48 years, almost half a century. People who buy from us expect the best, and they expect to buy it for less, and that's exactly what we do, folks. This RV at other dealerships are going to cost you $35,000 to $42,000. Plus, they're going to start hitting you up with fees and all this other junk. And then a lot of them don't even check them out for that higher price. But folks, we do. We sell them for less, only $29.9. It's going to sell quick, folks. People don't believe me when I sell this, but I tell you this, but everything I post online with videos, and I put them on eBay, RVT, RV Trader, and a bunch of other different websites, they're gone within a few days. And a lot of people don't believe that, and I've made believers out of a lot of people because they'll call, hey, I'm here, I want to come down and look at this Jayco. Well, guess I'm sorry, sir, that Jayco sold 2 or 3 days ago. Well, that's exactly what's going to happen with this one, folks. So I always tell people to call ahead before you drive down here, because I know a lot of my customers come from hundreds and hundreds of miles, sometimes thousands of miles away. So, you know, I always call ahead to make sure it's here before you drive down here to see it. So give us a call. Our phone number is 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, you can get sales help at 423-605-6747. Folks, you can visit our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. We've got over 170 used RVs in stock right now. Lowest prices on the internet. We've got some of the best selection you've seen anywhere. You know, we've been doing this a long time. We know where to get the good RVs at before the big boys get them and price and mark them up double what we do. Folks, we don't have commissioned salespeople, which really eliminates all that sales pressure. Pretty much eliminates all the reasons why people don't like to deal with RV dealerships, by not having commissioned salespeople. My guys get paid salary. They get paid the same every week. Doesn't matter if you buy this motorhome or don't buy it. And I'm going to tell you, folks, that makes a big difference when you're dealing with somebody, is when they're actually working for you instead of looking out for themselves. Not to mention when you go to a lot that has commissioned salespeople, because the average commission rate is 25% of the gross profit. That means that dealership has to mark their RVs up an additional 25% to cover the commission, the salesperson's commission. In other words, they're not paying their salespeople. You are, by paying thousands more for the same RV you can buy here for thousands less. No extra fees, interest rates as low as 3%, which is less than you can buy a brand new one for. And that's because we don't mark interest rates up. Folks, you can't beat us. 3% interest rate, extended terms up to 144 months. Nationwide delivery. Will deliver this motorhome anywhere in the country. You just pay whatever it costs us to get it to you, get my driver back home. My guys just drove it 300 miles in. They have no problem driving this thing as far as it takes to get it to your driveway. Thank you for watching my video. Give us a call. Email us at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com, and I look forward to seeing everyone here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.